Now we'll finally start working on our third page called Progress, and the component responsible for this page called the Progress. So firstly we're going to put here everything that we'd like here to be displayed, and after we're going to add all necessary logic to make this page interactive. So the goal of this page will be to display all activities that we are currently tracking. That's why I'm gonna add here an unordered list with only one list item, and here I'm going to enter name of the arbitrary activity. So let's just see if this markup is displayed in a browser. Everything is fine, we can continue working on this template. Next we're going to add in here a scale from 0 to 100 that will be showing us our progress for a particular activity. And on the left side we're going to display a percentage that will show us our progress, and on the right side we will see the time that was already tracked for this activity and the time it takes to fully complete this activity. So let's switch over back to the editor. Firstly, I'm going to enter markup for the scale. We're gonna make this scale red, and the width of this scale will be 10% for now. And for the parent container, we're going to make this one flexible container with the height of 5 units. We'll also assign CSS property overflow with value hidden. Let's also round corners of this scale a little bit and make the background light gray. And eventually we're supposed to see such a line. Now down here we're also going to display numeric value in percentage, for example 10%. And on the right side, let's just enter the time we have already spent on this activity and the total time for this activity we should spend in order to complete this activity. And since one of these elements should be positioned to the left and the other one to the right, we're also going to make this wrapper a flexible container. And let's align these elements by using class justifyBetween. The font will be monospaced and the font size small. And right now markup for one list item is almost ready. We just need to add a little spacing. And also we have to add some space in between all these elements. So let's just add class flex to the li element. Let's also make main axis vertical. And the spacing between all child elements will be 1 unit. And paddings from all sides will be 4 units. So now it looks much better. And there is also one more case that we have to cover, and that is when the activity name will be too long, so it will not fit in this container. That means the text will be wrapped on different lines. And in order to prevent this, we're going to assign class called truncate. And let's also make font size a little bit bigger. We'll use Excel. And this way at the end, we're gonna see an ellipsis. This looks good, so let's go back to the editor, remove this big title, and leave only activity 1. Then I'm basically going to copy this whole markup several times, so we will see several items on the page. And now, in between all these items, we're gonna add a little border. So to do so, let's just add class called dividey to this unordered list, like this. And in the browser, we will notice that slightly visible borders appeared between all list items. So let's continue. And now just to make this static content in all these list items different, I'm going to assign different names to every element. First one will be activity 1, second one activity 2, and so on. And the first one will be activity 4. And the same thing now we're going to do with colors. So as we can see, first scale has color red, we'll leave it as is. And for the second scale, we're gonna make color yellow with the class bg yellow 500. The third scale we're gonna make blue. And finally, last scale will be green. So now that we see all scales have different colors, let's just make widths of these scales different. So for the first scale, we'll leave 10%. For the second one, let's make it 50%. For the third one, we'll assign 70%. And for the last one, it will be 100%. And the same thing I'm going to do with the text under this scale. So in here we'll use 50%. For the third scale, let's use 70%. And for the last one, let's use 100%. And basically let's do the same thing and assign different values for the second span, which shows time of this activity. Just to make it differ, I'm basically going to assign different times. And with that, we have pretty much finished markup for this page. In the next lesson, let's split this markup by components.